Welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm your host, Natalie Rydström. It's finally here, the finals of the 2013 French Open. And what a treat we're in for. The two heavy hitters left standing are Serena Williams and Maria Sharapova, and they'll battle it out this Saturday, June 8th. Here now with us to discuss all the betting value is SBR Forum sportswriter Nila Amerova. Nila, thanks once again for joining us.
Hi, Natalie. Nice to see you again.
Now, briefly, what did you make of the women's semi-finals?
Briefly, they did leave something to be desired on one hand, especially from a purely tennis perspective. If you're looking at the Serena Williams versus Sarah Irani match, that was not a competitive match. I mean, my heart went out to Sarah Irani. She tried everything, but nothing was working. Serena was on her game 100%, and she wasn't going to even allow Irani to get on the scoreboard at one point. I think she just let her have one game. So Serena Williams was very, very dominant. And so in terms of entertainment, it really wasn't very entertaining, but it was solid tennis from Serena. As to the Sharapova and Azarenka match, I really expected something more out of that match. I mean, Sharapova did come through, and that was pretty good for her. But in terms of quality of tennis, it was quite a scrappy affair, I would say. So again, from a tennis perspective, it wasn't really anything, to remember. It wasn't sort of a match of the ages or anything equal to the Djokovic-Nadal epic that we just saw today. So that would be my verdict.
Well, Serena Williams has dropped just a single set the entire tournament in the quarterfinals against Kuznetsova and replied to that outing with a 6-0, 6-1 thumping of Sarah Irani in the semi-finals, as you just mentioned. She is priced at 6-1 favourite at Bet365 to defeat Maria Sharapova. Now, what's the play here?
I think it's quite obvious what the play is here. I mean, the bookies are pretty much telling you which way to go by setting Serena as the hot, strong favorite, and for good reason. Serena Williams, since the start of the clay court, European clay court swing, has played some of the best tennis I've seen her play in a very long time. She's been focused, she's been determined, and she's made no secret about her ambitions to win the French Open, and she's done everything right in the lead up to the French Open and throughout the 2 weeks up to this Saturday, where she'll hopefully complete sort of her mission. Her head-to-head against Sharapova is very strong. She has 12 straight wins against the Russian. It really just doesn't look like Maria Sharapova can have a chance against Serena, but you never know. Strange things can happen.
That's right. And I do agree with you there, determined. I think that's a great word to use when describing Serena's play here. She really is going for that trophy.
Yes, she certainly is, and I don't think anybody can get in her way. I mean, Maria Sharapova would love to do it, obviously, and she did have a couple of great matches, especially her comeback in the quarterfinals against Jankovic. I mean, I think pretty much everyone had her out for the count after she lost 6-0 in the first set, but boy, did she turn that around and show everybody that she is one of the best competitors. And in many ways, she is as strong of a competitor and as good a fighter as Serena. She's second basically to Serena only right now.
Well, Bet365 is paying nearly 3.5 to 1 on there being a tie-break in this match. How likely do you think we are to see one of those?
Gosh, I would love to see a tiebreak, to be honest. What I would actually really like to see out of this match is a very competitive match. We had a preview of this match in Madrid between Maria Sharapova and Serena Williams, but Serena Williams again was dominant. She won 6-1, 6-4, basically completely controlled all the points from the baseline, never really allowed Sharapova into the match. If we get a tiebreak here, that would be amazing. So on one hand, it doesn't look like it, especially in terms of the head-to-head record, but maybe, and this is a very small maybe, the last two matches that Maria Sharapova played, where she came, the first one, the quarterfinals, when she came from a set down to win in 3, and then when she battled Azarenka in 3 sets, maybe those two matches will send her into this final with some measured confidence or optimism that she could actually compete with Serena.
Well, one thing's for sure is we're going to see a great weekend of tennis, and we'll see you next week for the early preview of Wimbledon.
Looking forward to it, Natalie, and thanks for having me again.